Hey, what's up, guys? This is Team Hard Life Captain Albert Sartucci, and I'm here, and it is a few days away from Christmas. It's been crazy. I know I have not been able to be on my normal game the way it has been. We got hit pretty hard here with the move that we had to do. However, we've got a spectacular thing to kind of end the week on, but today is Friday, so just to give you all a heads up, we did record this so that way we can get everything we wanted into the video. And I want to introduce you to the young man, Andrez, right? Yes, okay. So Andrez Velasquez, he's the young man, the young boxer that came into our shop and was looking for sponsors to help him out because he was hitting a lot of closed doors here in Corpus, and even in the surrounding areas. So the young man had come through for many years trying to look for open doors to help him out grow in the passion that he has in boxing. Now, with that being said, there was so many closed doors. I mean, that's the way it happens. I mean, you're somebody that is unknown, or maybe they saw a little bit of you and they're like, no, they already have their guys. They all the time invested. They don't want to take on somebody new and stuff like that. So he had a lot of closed doors. And when he came in here, it wasn't a closed door. But it wasn't a door I couldn't fully kick open at the time because I knew our funding situation was kind of on lock, But with the help of our sponsors through the channel, several of y'all guys have made donations and stuff like that, to us here. But what I want to do is I want to set it up to where y'all can make donations straight to the family, so that way they can get it directly and they don't have to come meet up with me and cut out the third person, but we'll send it straight to them and stuff like that. And this is, it's a great thing because he's so young, but he's so motivated, so determined to bust through these doors. They're not going to hold him back. And even then, it's a pretty awesome deal that he just got accepted to college at 14. Man, I think I just learned how to wipe my ears at that time and stuff like that. I'm just thinking about it, like 14 years old. So that's pretty epic. So I'm going to go ahead and cut over it. I'm going to introduce you to the young man, his father, and his coach. He finally did get a coach, and this is pretty awesome, so stay tuned.
Gotta bite. I think I got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I gotta line. I'ma call the whole team.
All right, guys, so here we are. We've got Coach
Micheal Pendalton.
There you are. And then Andrez, the young man, and your father?
Mark Velasquez.
Mark Velasquez. So, all right, guys, so y'all the powerhouse now. I'm kind of a little lost for words right now because, I see a lot of greatness in what y'all are doing. And, it hit me and it kind of hurt me at the same time. I was like, I want to help this young man, but I didn't know how to do it with my finances. So I reached out to the channel. And so what I'd like to do now is, further explain or let y'all explain what's going on and stuff like that, and how we can help you with the channel and stuff like that. So we'll start with the father, because without you, none of this would be here right here.
It's hard, as far as getting him to where he needs to be as a father. I'm disabled, and what I make as an income isn't enough to get him to where he needs to be. And he's very smart, and he's very talented, and I know he's going to make it in his life, but it's just hard with disability check to make it, to get him to where he needs to go. But I know he's going to succeed in life.
That's definitely every father's, it's hard to put into words what you want to do, what you want to be able to provide, and still have your hands tied at the same time. And I know a lot of us, I myself as a father, there's times when my hands are tied and I just can't get them to what they want to do, be where we want to be and stuff like that. Life is hard. We know this, and that's why I named everything Hard Life. The days we do get to enjoy it, man, it's so priceless. And all the amount of work it took there, the weather to get us there or not get us there, and stuff like that. So again, trust me, the whole channel feels where you're at. Both mother and fathers, because sometimes there's single mothers out there too that are filling the job as a dad, so we totally understand that. And again, to you guys, just want to congratulate you on sticking through it, man. Because a lot of times people give up. They lose that focus, that drive, and give in to the overwhelming of, not saying failure. Please understand that it's not that. It's just we feel as a failure that we can't do better. We didn't do more and stuff like that. And that's the best way I can kind of verbalize it. I'm not real good at English, guys. Like they had kind of walked me through it. So, but I feel you, and I know our channel will be able to help out, and so that's why I wanted y'all to come in. And so now that you kind of introduce yourself, you also went further steps, for their summer vacations and stuff like that. What did y'all do to get where y'all are at today?
Well, we came, we sparred in different gyms. We sparred in Wyoming, we sparred in Colorado, all different gyms in Colorado. We came down to Texas and we sparred at a gym in Corpus. And the guy said, you know what, he's really good. We need to bring him to another gym in Kingsville. So he brought us to Kingsville. And we sparred there, and that's where we met the coach.
Yes.
And we ended up going back to Colorado, still sparring, and keeping him active, And well, COVID hit. My wife lost her job, and Colorado's way too expensive to make it. So we moved down here, and we went to another gym, and it didn't work out. But then I found out Doc was still there. So I found it, and I took it, and we've been there ever since.
And now, how did that come about? Like, y'all were kind of telling me a little bit. I was like, let's save the meat and potatoes for the channel and everybody else, because everybody loves how the hard work gets placed, but how the dynamic of the dominoes or the kegs just fall right into place to make a perfect match. So how did that come about?
Well, I think everybody has a purpose in this life, and nothing just happens by chance.
Wow.
Things fall in a
Happen
certain
for a
place,
reason.
and as long as you stay and you see the light, you're going to get to where you need to go.
Right.
And we got to where we need to go.
All right, Coach, light's on you now.
Well, we're just happy to be here. So many times in this world, we don't hear about the good stories. We hear about the bad stories. We hear about the kids that are doing the wrong things. We hear about the kids that are breaking the rules. And I'm glad to be here sharing with you stories about a young man who is exceptional, not only in the ring, but outside of the ring. So you mentioned that he is a student at Texas A&M Kingsville at 14 years old. So right there, in my opinion, we can stop the video and let everybody think about what that is. It's a great achievement. But not only that, he's talented in the sport of boxing beyond his years. I've had enough experience in this sport to know when to get excited and when to continue to prep a person. I'm excited. I'm excited because he has a future in the sport of boxing. As well, he's in college, so he has a great future. And we're just grateful for this opportunity that you've allowed us to showcase a young man who needs to be recognized for his hard work. It didn't come easy, and he's there in the gym. He puts in the work. He's there at home putting in the work in school. What else can you ask for? And so we appreciate this opportunity.
That speaks beyond any kind of terms, because you got to realize the age and most of the generations nowadays are not where they need to be or where they were. That was kind of a talk we were having about the old school boxing and what they had to go through and stuff like that. And in terms of where they were at, life was so hard. Like, and with the economy being what it is and stuff like that then, and then what it is now, all of the parents that went through that kind of childhood grew up saying, I'm not going to let my child go through, I'm not going to let them come to feel of that. And I'm one of those, like I grew up poor, like those times when we dug in dumpsters to be able to feed ourselves, where I went out collecting cans on my summer break instead of, enjoying playing baseball and football. Like, I was out there hustling. But it made me the man who I am today to appreciate my family and try to get them that. But then also, too, now I'm saying, like, man, maybe I should let them struggle a little bit because, sometimes they're bratty, you know what I mean? It's stuff that we have to learn as parents. There is no perfect guidebook on it and stuff like that. But whatever you're doing, keep rocking it. I was like, it's showing, because right now we've got a young man that is exceeding all expectations for normal 14-year-olds, 13, 8-year-olds. When did he get into boxing?
8 years old.
And now at 14 as coach, what gym do you have, boss?
We have Regal Boxing, Regal, in Kingsville.
I've heard a lot of great boxers come out of the Kingsville and Robstown area and stuff like that. I know some Golden Gloves here out of Corpus, grew up with them in high school and stuff like that. But from your perspective on now, and for you to say that you're excited, that is a huge deal, because even for me, when I get a new fishing tackle, it's, okay, that shows promise. For it to get me excited, that's a bold statement. And to hear from you, how long have you been coaching?
About 20 years.
Nice. So with that being said, I know you've had other boxers that have already gone and doing bigger, better things and stuff like that. And not saying, and please, I gotta watch that too, because, as a coach, you developed them from learning what a right hook is to a right punch. And so you were kind of saying that earlier, and I was like, man, that speaks volumes, because as coach, you take them from a seedling, and then you grow them up into, not a green thumb, not a green thumb, but you get them to where they're safe enough to be moved into, sometimes greener pastures, but sometimes the grass ain't always greener on the other side, and that was kind of the conversation we were having and stuff like that. But you as a coach, that is opening your doors, your heart, and everything, because it's not just your doors. It takes your time as well to see the potential, and okay, now we got it. We got a great mold here, but let's start cutting, do some refining.
Everybody's passionate about what they do, and we're passionate about the sport of boxing and Regal Boxing. And like you said, when you see a person that, I think the best way I can describe Andrez, he's a hybrid. He has seeds that have been melded together from different places. So you see all the different influences that have happened throughout his training, and now he's here. And the good thing about it is he listens, he never complains, he works hard, he wants to be the best. And with those types of attributes, it's easy to coach him. That's what's exciting, is that he wants to listen, he wants to learn. And sometimes he gets upset because he doesn't do things perfectly. That's exciting. That's exciting to see that somebody wants it so bad that it makes them upset that they're not perfect at it. And so it's just a growth process, and that's what I like to see. I like to see, him grow. And when you see somebody that's excited about the sport, that has an upside and potential, and that can do all the things that he can, it's exciting, because the possibilities are endless. And again, he's in college.
Yes. We're gonna go on that as parents. We all went through our high school, our elementary, middle school, high school, and then some college. Or I went through some college, not a whole lot. I did one semester. Got offered that fantastic job, and grass wasn't greener on the other side. I quit college to do that, and then found out it was. So I didn't go back, but I have followed into other pursuits. I still want to go back and learn some things, and stuff like that, because obviously you can't learn it all by yourself as quickly as you'd like to. So sometimes it's just you hitting a brick wall, I tend to do that a lot. Got a pretty sturdy head. But, yes, that's amazing. And that's, I in all shapes, forms, I know everybody from the channel is the same way, dude. Congratulations on the hard work you have done. And without your heart, without your commitment, without your everything, your sacrifice too, because I mean, again, too, most kids want to go out and play video games, or sit at home and be on the couch the whole time, or you have stayed focused and determined for your goal in life. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. So I know you already have what you want to do, but from your perspective, when you first got into boxing, or got introduced to it, I know your older brothers and sisters, right? They boxed too. Do you kind of remember what you were thinking when you saw them doing that?
Well, they were older, so they weren't in the house. But I saw videos of them boxing when I was younger. I kind of gravitated towards it because of that. I saw it and I wanted to do it. And that's how it started.
Nice. So now that your summer vacations, y'all were traveling to go sparring and stuff like that, were you excited for all of that? Was it something that you wanted to do, or is it?
Yes, it was something that I wanted to do. It was sparring cases to test myself, and
Hey, if you're doing that then, and you're doing what you're doing now, I mean, getting accepted into college at 14. I mean, we keep saying that. I mean, you're gonna it'll be about 10, 15 years down the road, you'll understand. Damn, now I understand why they were so adamant about that. It's because you're not, even as a high school, in high school I played sports, but also too, academics is a huge thing. And this is something that I was kind of talking about earlier when we were talking about it here in the shop. Is like, man, he's covering both angles. Being an athlete, but also being smart, so that way you understand what's going on. Say in your contract, whatever you sign or whatever, you have the capacity to understand. Hold on, something ain't right there. It's hard to have both, and you have both. And I want to congratulate you on that. Now, too, you got an upcoming fight. When is it?
well, we're looking for fights on January 22nd. We're looking for fights. We don't have it yet, but we're looking around.
It's hard because of his skill level and his size. It's hard to find a 14-year-old his size.
So y'all try to stay within age groups. And stuff
Yeah,
like that when you're in an actual fight.
Yeah,
right?
you're matched with age and weight, so those are the matches.
Okay, because I know you're sparring with guys a lot older than you. That's correct. And so even then, before where he is now, you said as an infant, something already told you, hey,
Yes.
there's something there.
Like mentioned earlier, his brothers and sisters, they all box. But when I started taking pictures and I would see the poses he would do, I already, you know what? My purpose is to get him where he's destined to be. That was something that God put in. The babies don't pose with their hands up in a boxing position. And I've got, several pictures.
And which you're seeing him as he's talking about this, and that is epic, because for me, seeing it, not boxing but fishing, and my kids, and both of them, my son Nick was 17. He was crawling around my house, and I worked the night shift, so during the day I was up with my son. And when he learned how to crawl, I had my fishing rods in the corner. All the toys, he bypassed all the toys, crawled up the fishing rod, and I'm talking about like this, and he walked up to the handle and he's trying to turn the handle. He stayed there the whole time, and I was like, I would kind of doze, but I could hear that he was right there. So I was like, I know he's already a fisherman. I knew that. And then, fast forward years, my daughter, when she got dropped off at my shop, because the babysitter could only watch her several hours that day with my sister-in-law, and I had a playpen in there, and I had all the toys, and she was nested. She wanted a nap, or she needed a nap but didn't want a nap, and you know how that is. They get into that, they want to fight and cry, and there's nothing you really can do. You just kind of got to let them cry to get to that position with the time they go to sleep. But I was with the customer. I was like, man, I'm sorry. He goes, hey, I'm a father of 5 too, and as soon as I turned the handle on one of the reels, it went click, 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 click. I looked at the customer and I said, did you hear that? So I started doing it. She got up in the corner. She started dancing. And she was like 8, maybe 9 months old. I was like, that's it. So I started doing that, and she was happy. I was halfway through the reel. She laid down and went right to bed. I was like, man, now I know how to do it. I was like, yes. So seeing that and hearing it from you, I totally understand, because as parents, with your children, when you spend time with them, you see these things and stuff like that. And then to see you now at 14, I mean, even from, several months back when you came in, I see a stronger, bolder man before me. And man, I'm totally excited to see where you're going. So in January, what are y'all trying to do there? What's the game plan? Because I know you keep saying you haven't gotten a fight yet, but is it a tournament coming up or something?
This is a smoker, so we're gonna get a couple bouts in, and then our goal is in July or June to be in nationals. Trying to do it to that.
Okay.
So the goal is to win a national tournament, and then in that you afford yourself the ability to participate in the Olympics. And so that's what our goal is right now, is to show everybody what we know to be true, is that he has that level of talent.
I don't doubt it, because I mean, you don't come from that many years and doing what y'all are doing, showing the commitment into it, and not see some kind of progress or level growth or any. I mean, normally after about 3 months, after a week, people give up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're 6 years into it now.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. And so again, if my subscribers would like to make donations, how can they make donations to help out?
I don't have anything set up right now. But I'll get with you and I'll let you know.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So then, best thing probably be like a Cash App, or the Cash App is the easy one because they can make donations straight to you. The GoFundMes, I normally stay away from because those, they take a percentage of the money you raise. Cash App, the only time they take anything is if you automatically direct deposit it, it takes a small portion. But if you do the free move over to your bank account or whatever, it normally 3 or 4 days and it's free. So normally you can set up like that, and it's pretty easy once you set it with bank account. And I'll highly recommend that one too, because a ton of my YouTube subscribers, that's how they enter my drawings and stuff like that. They'll do it that way, and that's how the last funds came through. So we'll get that over to you, because again, like I didn't remember if I had or hadn't, but yes, those funds are there. One of our subscribers, one of my teammates, made the first donation there and stuff like that. So
Thank you.
yeah, and I immediately told you, it's just, I know you were busy handling the outfit. And
Yes.
again, guys, if you look on a bright knee, make sure it's in camera. That is where one of the donations has gotten us right there. I know for us it's a small deal to help out a young man that is going places. So again, guys, I definitely want to take it even further as much as we can. I know it's so close to the holiday season, and Christmas. Sorry, and everybody keeps saying holiday. No, it's Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. Yes. So again, guys, I'm glad we finally were able to get. I mean, this is something that me and you've been talking about for weeks on end and stuff like that. Again, hey, congratulations, boss. Yeah, that is. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't ever stop. It's something that from a father's perspective, it's impressive. It is beyond words, and I know all the sacrifice you see your father do, your family do, and your coaches and everything. It is the ultimate way to just show them thank you, show them everything they have done for you is not, has not gone to waste. That will be the biggest payoff. So again, guys, Coach,
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure
Thank
meeting
you
you.
for
Yes,
participating, and we appreciate the opportunity you provided us here.
all right. That too, I know. I don't know. Obviously, joining the gym does cost some kind of funding.
You know what? I do it from my heart.
Okay.
Free. He
Okay.
doesn't charge.
Yeah. I
Well,
do it.
then again, too, guys. I know free still costs money out of pocket. So if y'all would like to make a donation to the gym too,
Appreciate
that I know will help, because I know all of us try to do everything out of our heart, and I understand that, and I'm not taking that away. But
And I'm excited.
Mhm.
He I'm excited to get to the gym every day, right? Because there's so much potential. But we appreciate anything you can do, and the majority of the funds go to getting us to tournaments and getting us where we need to go and all those types of things. So, the payoff is that, man, we have a great young man in the community, and I'm happy to just be a part of it.
Yeah, he's in the boxing ring, not in the tackle box. Or in the game boxes. Sorry, no. We're going fishing. I'm going to take them fishing, that's for sure. We talked about
That was a
too.
good idea.
Yeah, so, yes, definitely, you know, if they were to make donations to the gym, how would they go about it?
We have a set of ice cream trucks that we run in Kingsville as well. That's my wife's business, and it's called chillywheely, and she has a cash app for chillywheely.
Okay, so how does it spell it out so they...
Chillywheely, chillywheely.
Just put in the notes what it's for and stuff like that, so they when they get it, they'll understand it's for
Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, sir. And again, Dad,
Yes, sir.
keep rocking it, boss. Dad, you know, without you being his foundation, you know, like we were talking about earlier, not many kids have a foundation, a very strong foundation.
Yep. Thank
Keep
you.
it up, boss.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. All right, guys. So I'm gonna let Andrez do a little shake and bake real quick, man.
Get out of the way.
Man, when he took to the first foot, I could hear the air. I could hear the air. It's like, that man. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.